Testing 1, 2. You hear me? I'm not hearing me. Oh, wait, there's me. Haha. Hi, everyone.
All right. Let's see if that works. All right. I see my mic, so you should hear me. If you do not hear me,
Yep, we
let me
hear
know.
you, Wes. We got you.
All right. Awesome. Welcome, everybody. This is the Central Ohio Game Dev Group. This is Wesley, and my partner today is Caleb. So let's go ahead.
I saluted, but nobody could see that because we're not on video yet.
It was a very loud salute.
It was an extremely loud salute.
All right, let's go ahead and switch over so you all can see us. All right, everybody see us?
There's my
Hello.
salute now. You can all see it. Yeah.
There's the salute. And I'm sorry about the chaos. I'm in the middle of a move right now, so I've got my DDR pad and Marvel cat bed over there.
Okay, Wes,
boxes.
can I steal the show for just a moment? I have
Yeah.
a magic trick that I want to show off to everybody.
Yeah.
So I just got my brand new Stargate that I wanted to show off. So I got my new Stargate,
geez.
and I wanted to show this is a legit Stargate. Watch this.
I see what you were doing there.
There we go. Yeah.
That's actually really funny. Yeah, we.
Thank you. I will leave now.
Okay, that's your one duty today. So that was we had we were playing around with some of the video stuff, and I noticed it was like, hey Caleb, your arm is missing when you poured it out a little bit towards the side or whatever, and then he was playing around with some kind of circular disc, and I'm like, what the heck is that? So this is actually really funny. So we have fun here. We try to. So
Nah, Nick, it only cost an arm.
right.
And my personal pride.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep. So we're excited to be here today. We'll be doing a couple of different announcements. September is really a jam-packed month, so we're very excited to kind of give some information, a little bit of background for those of you who are new. And if you are new, in the chat channel, I saw a couple of you folks signing up or kind of new to our group. Let us know. Chime in the chat channel, introduce yourselves, and then I'll kind of explain our background a little bit. Let me just kind of actually switch over to our presentation, and you'll get to see more information. So let's do some COG news.
COG
All right.
news. It's COG news.
August 28th.
And a jingle.
Yes. We need a jingle. If you know anybody that wants to make a jingle, that'd be great. Actually, I'm joking about that, but kind of not. But yeah, so we are the Central Ohio Game Dev Group. It's August 28th, 2021. So we are a collection of game developers who want to help each other make games, right? We collaborate with other groups like CCAD, Columbus State, OSU. We also have some folks in Cincinnati and Cleveland, our kind of sister sites, and all over. There's folks in Dayton, Youngstown, Athens, Ohio. Shout out to you guys as well. So we're here basically to help funnel game developers and gaming opportunities to you all. So if you ever have something that you want to promote or shout out, if you have a game that you're looking to do a Kickstarter or crowdfunding campaign on, or just want to talk about it more, about your process, that's what we're here for. We're here to help you. So a couple of things that we wanted to note for events this month is that we are going to be all online again. I know that might be, a bit of a zinger for some of you guys, and that's just we talked about these like carefully, and we kind of been throughout the month we're always like, okay, do we do it or do we not? Just kind of looking at the landscape of things with our group, because it's easier to kind of move online than most other events that we have kind of coming up. Like, we're working to ensure that we are thinking about the safety of all our public members. Um, so we're going to be all online this month for COG, but that will mean that everything that we've been doing beforehand will be, um, just as we've done before. So prototype and play will be the second Friday of the month, September 10th, from 6 to 9 p.m. in our Discord channel. If you're interested in presenting something, whether it's a game that you're working on, a game that you completed, or just even a part of it, like if you do 3D modeling, audio, programming, anything game related, let us know, and we can set you up with some channels. Our Let's Play series is we've been doing kind of like a streamline of your games, so COG
Yeah, can I talk
games.
about that for a minute?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so the Let's Plays, I mean, they've been so much fun. We've been doing them for a little over a year now, but the last couple, what we've been trying to do is highlight specifically games released by people in our community, and so we have done two of those now. Well, actually, if you count the very very first Let's Play that we ever did, we did the Pedestrian, which is also a game released by people in our community. So, I mean, the Let's Play series was always about talking about design and building that up, but also as COG is always about, we want to lift up the work that all of you are doing and highlight that and show off the just exceptional things that you are all creating. And so this has, we want to use this platform to benefit you all. And so this is an opportunity for us to highlight the games that you are building. We do have a little bit of a separation where prototype and play is geared much more towards games in progress, and that's a place to get feedback and show the things you're working on. Whereas the Let's Play is a little bit more for games that have kind of reached that, that 1.0, that released state. But if you have a game that you would love to show, when we just did Forge Quest on a week ago, and that game was back 2015. Was that it? 2015, I think.
Yeah, I think
That
15, 16. It's been a while, but they've
it's been a
made
little
a
while,
really
but
solid game, so it was fun to
yeah,
kind of go through.
it was really fun. We had four of us all together doing multiplayer together. So yeah, if you do have a game that you would like us to show, please let me know. We would love to do that and highlight that.
Yeah. Yep. So we'll let everybody know once we finally get the game solidified. So previously we've been doing things like platformers and themed games and puzzle games and all these good things. And we might go back to that. It just kind of depends on
Yeah,
how
no,
we're
totally.
feeling. But right now, it's just been kind of nice to play your games. We did Sprout the other month or two ago. And so, like, if you think of anything or if you have a game, let us know, and we will work to try to work that in there. So we're open to your decisions, and if you want to be a part of those, we always welcome anybody who wants to join us, just to kind of talk with us. We had the developers of um, our last Forge Quest game on there, so that was fun to have. So real chill, real relaxed, a lot of fun, and it'll be on YouTube just like you see here. So cool. And then you'll notice that we have, and this is normal to each year when we do GDEX. So our GameDev Meetup this year is canceled due to GDEX, but more specifically, we're going to kind of go into this in just a little bit, but we have our GDEX Game Jam happening at the same time. So for those of you who remember last year, GDEX Game Jam was our first year doing a Game Jam uh, for a lead up to GDEX, which was a lot of fun. We had over 150 participants that year. So basically, we had set up our Discord channel for all communications, and then we use Itch.io, which is a game site that you can sell games, but you can also participate in game jams. You can share your games. It's a really great platform for doing actually game jams. So we tried that this year, and we're actually able to create quite a few teams. I think there was like 10 or 15 teams, anything from 10 to 15 teams, about a dozen all
Yeah, that was a
together.
good crowd. It was a good crowd.
It made a lot of really cool games. So we're working
Yes.
to do that. So we'll kind of move into that information as well. I'll kind of give some details on there here in just a sec. But just as you notice at the bottom, we've got our website information. So always check that out. These are working to be up to date as soon as we can. We got most of that through. There's a couple of stuff on the website I need to update. But for the most part, you can see our website at thecog.com where you find like our funnel to all our different networks. You'll see our meetup events, which is probably how you found us today if it wasn't in Discord as well. There's our Facebook group, which has always been there for several years. You can chat with us in discussions there. Discord is a way to talk to us in person live. So if you're like throughout the day, like, hey, I had a question, or hey, somebody I wanted to try to figure out something real quick about this or that. There's a lot of really good channels in there. There's a help channel. There's a way to promote yourself. There's a job and collaboration channel. There's specific things like screenshot Saturdays, which you can kind of post any progress about your games really any day. Um, all kind of good information there for you to talk to us and chat with us and get to answer or talk about anything you had on your mind that's game dev related. And then you'll see our YouTube channel for COG, which is where you are right now. So if you ever miss any events, that's um, the GameDev Meetup, like this one, or the Let's Play series. Those are always recorded and streamed on there. So if you miss it, don't fret. We have those up there every month for you to take a look at. So yeah, let me kind of move through the next section. Yep, so this is kind of more of the same. We're on Meetup, 1,900 members strong. We're actually reaching that 2,000 mark, so if you know anybody that finds game development interesting and fun, might find this group beneficial for information on them, for them, let them know, and have them join our Meetup. We have a growing membership on Discord as well. A lot of you are starting to really grow up those numbers, which is kind of fun. And then, yeah, just to kind of let people know that September is another online event for COG. And then GDEX is another session for us to kind of get to know one another in person. And actually, we're going to have that at the beginning of October, and GDEX Game Jam is going to be online. So I'm going to talk about that actually right now. So we just kind of do a little bit of information here before we get to that. So right now today, we are just doing our COG announcements like we normally do, our GDEX announcements, which I will kind of go over here in just a sec and show you some information how you can get involved. And then the big thing for tonight, or for this event today, is our questions. After this, we basically have our announcements and any presentations. We jump back into Discord. I don't know, Caleb, if you can post our link in there in our
Yep, I'll
YouTube
go grab it.
channel. So
Yep.
if you want to meet with us afterwards, we just basically hang out for a little bit, do some group discussions, kind of like what you see Caleb and I doing right now is in Discord. We're actually talking and streaming through Discord, doing our presentations through here. So we actually jump in the general voice channel and just have a chat. Sometimes we do games, so like something like Among Us or something like that. So if you want to, if people are feeling spicy, so to speak, or they want to play something, we'll be.
I myself have been very into Deep Rock Galactic.
Oh,
So if
maybe
anyone
maybe
is
you might do
a
that for
Deep
a little
Rock
bit.
Galactic player, like Rock and Stone.
But yeah, but depending on the vibe of everything, we'll be around, till 4 till people kind of peter out. It just depends on what they want to do. So we're usually here from 1 to 4 on these game dev meetups. They're every Saturday, last Saturday of the month, except for next Saturday because of GDEX, but usually we try to get as many of them as we can in there. So yeah, if you want to chat with us in person and other people, this is a good time to kind of get to see how people are doing, and maybe play some games afterwards. So question of the month this month is, are there any new projects you've been working on? And in particular, I always ask this during this time because if you have something that you want to showcase, I know we're filling up with exhibitors for GDEX, but if you want to showcase something there, there's opportunities to exhibit at GDEX. And then also, are there any new games you would like to play? So if we were just talking about Battle, what was it called? What game is the Galactic Rock?
Oh, Deep Rock Galactic.
Deep Rock Galactic. Yeah, thank you. I always forget the name for some reason. So that's the game that I've been playing, and I've been waiting to play with Caleb too, because he kind of like turned me on to it. It was really cool. So my that's one I'm playing. Also, if you guys are big fans of like Double Fine, there's always the Psychonauts 2 game that just came out. So I'm looking forward to playing that. Um, but yeah, so that should be pretty fun. I'm gonna go ahead and get ready next for our GDEX presentation. So we kind of move back to us. So give me one moment while I set that up. And in the meantime, if you see anything, Caleb, for questions or comments, just want to see if there's anything you want to showcase there while I get this set up.
Not any specific questions or comments, except for a very important conversation on whether or
Sorry,
not
guys.
it is enjoyable to drink black coffee and eat pizza at the same time.
Oh no.
And now the audience is nauseous from the.
Yeah, sorry about that. I
But
always
yes,
forget how to pause OBS when I'm kind of streaming stuff. So let me see if I can do this without a lot of issues. So let me see if it will stream what I have.
some people are apparently thinking that black coffee tastes like burnt water, which I do not entirely disagree with, except I always drink my coffee black, which, yes, I like the flavor of burnt water.
I mean, I'm always a coffee connoisseur, so if you have coffee, I will probably
Now, now,
drink it.
here's a question though. So, if what if it was a dessert pizza, like like a cinnamon, like a cinnamon pizza or something like that, and so you're actually
Oh,
mixing like the black coffee with something that was already kind of creamy and sweet.
yeah, I might. That actually might sound really good. Like, I mean, we used to have that as an option. Like, I remember I used to work at Pizza Hut way back in the day, and they had a cinnamon and apple like pizza, and it was actually
Yeah,
really good.
yeah,
I mean, I could see that with a coffee. That would actually be really nice. So
yeah.
let me see the source. I wonder.
But you know what? It definitely would say that the quality of the black coffee really makes or breaks it. Like if it's just like a horrible been ground months ago and it's not very like bleh, like yeah, you can get a really terrible black coffee, but it is possible if you get a nice bean, you grind it fresh, and you have like a pour over or something like that, you get a nice. Mm, I actually have this one that I'm drinking right now, and I actually mix a dark and a medium roast together, and it's just a really nice blend.
All right, I think I got it working.
Tiramisu
Yes.
pizza. There's a thing. That would be wow. Okay, moving on. GDEX.
Anyways, game stuff. Yes. All right. So for those of you who may or may not know, we actually had a lot of discussions for we as in GDEX and different collaboration events. So COG, the Central Ohio Game Dev Group, works closely with GDEX. I actually am part of the GDEX board, so if you guys have questions about this Premier Game Developer Expo that we do every year, basically kind of came about way back then. We were looking for ways to kind of help get people in front of like a big showcasing event that allows people to kind of take everything that they've been working on throughout the entire year and put up a show to let you all kind of showcase what you've been working on. So we've been doing this for like, I don't know, this is maybe our 8th year, I think. And I've been losing count. We've been doing this for a while, but we've recently been going, for a couple years at the convention center. Last year we were all online for obvious reasons, but last year we were GDEX TV, and this year we are actually doing something crazy and special again, where we are meeting in person, October 1st through the 3rd, and partnering with Origins. So you'll see this at thegdex.com, and you'll notice that it says September 30th, and so that's kind of like the start of Origins. and then we run at the tail end of that from October 1st through the 3rd. Um, we're going to be again at the Greater Columbus Convention Center. So you can find a lot of good information here. We'll have everything we more or less have had in the years past. And I think that the area is a little bit different, but the size is more or less about the same. So we were going to have exhibitors there. So if you want to exhibit your game, uh, they have different types of places to do that. So if you look at the top, there's an application for exhibitors. Speakers, we are still looking for, I think, maybe some speakers, but we're starting to close that up as we start to get our schedules for the show lined up for everything. And then the big thing that I want to mention is our volunteers. So if you're interested in helping out with the show, we're still looking for volunteers. Please let us know. Fill out this form if you think you may be interested in helping or think you know somebody that might be interested in helping. We are still looking for volunteers. So please let us know there. There's more information. Also because we're working with Origins, which is a lot of like if you've been to Origins, they're huge, huge show. 5,000 some attendees usually. We're partnering with them and hoping that if things work out well, to keep doing this because then the goal is to really kind of grow this game development community and increase visibility so we can get more folks coming in that are interested in games for the Midwest and Ohio. So if you know Origins Games Fair is a collaboration of different types of board and tabletop and physical games, whereas GDEX we're not excluding obviously like tabletops. If you want to showcase those things, we're obviously happy to do so, but we've primarily in the past done VR, digital, mobile app games, PC games, physical or for digital games especially. So we've done a lot of those. We've done events. Like we are still working to do kind of a space that we are showcasing different um, tournaments. So if you're interested in being part of a tournament and free play throughout the weekend, let us know. There's cash prizes and other parties, so it should be a lot of fun. And like I mentioned before, we do virtual and augmented reality, and a lot of different kind of arts and crafts things too. So it should be a lot of fun. Uh, and then of course throughout the weekend, as part of the ticket, there's speaking and workshop sessions throughout. So there should be a lot of fun there. Um, but yeah,
Wes,
yes.
there was a question. It's an exhibitor question. Should we just forward them to Cody for those
Yes.
questions?
If you have exhibitor questions, I'll just put it right here. Cody is our exhibitor coordinator. He is Cody at the gdex.com. Let me make sure I spelled that at the. Yep.
No, don't drop that in the chat.
Oh no. Nah, just email him.
But yeah,
But yeah, I mean that's what he's there for. So if you have questions, let him know. He's going to be there to help. And anytime that they you have questions on there, he's the one kind of coordinating that list. Um, but yeah, so we've got a lot of really good features here. You can see some of the speakers that we're starting to line up. Um, folks from the IGDA, which is the International Game Developer Association, um, from different professional backgrounds. Always like to have Ross Hirschman because he helps with game law. So if you're interested in starting up a studio, he's a really great person to see his sessions because he can kind of tell you everything about intellectual property, starting up a studio. I've even asked him questions about, reading over some legal documents or setting up some legal documents, and he's usually really great to talk to. So definitely keep an eye on him. Chris Totten he's actually done a couple of different games in our COG group. He's actually working on a game that he kickstarted and actually successfully kickstarted. So definitely has a lot of really good talks there. So definitely check this out. There's a lot of really good folks here. Kyle is actually part of our community as well. I can't remember some of these are, but yeah, a lot of these folks we've seen in our community as well as they're outside of Ohio, kind of coming as a professional background. So we're going to be adding more and more of these as we get to that. But there's also workshops for all kinds of different things, whether you're um, a 3D artist, sound designer, um, programmer. They have all kinds of different workshops there too. So keep an eye on that. We'll be getting out a schedule very, very soon. So before all this, I'll kind of make sure I'm not jumping the gun. Okay. Okay, cool. Just making sure I'm not missing any questions. If you have questions, let us know. Caleb will grab those in the chat for GDEX. But the other thing I wanted to mention is that we have our GDEX. Let me just double check. Game Jam. There we go. So GDEX/Game Jam. We're going to make this live on the website soon. But this will be from September 17th on the Friday at 5 through Sunday, September 26th is when we're going to have that. It's going to be this year is going to be our second event, and it's going to be a 9-day game jam event. So it's kind of we've been boasting it as like a casual game jam in a sense. A lot of the game jams are usually like 48 hours, which is really good. Like we've got a couple of them. We do our global game jam every year with COG, and it's a great way to kind of like basically work on a game with other people that you may or may not know. You do not need game developer experience. It is a great way if you've ever been interested in just working on your own project or working on what it's like to work on games kind of in a professional manner in some instance, like what it would be to work like from the pre-production to the production process of creating a full-fledged game or a full-fledged game. This is a great experience because you'll learn a lot about what that game developer pipeline is like and what the industry is like in a nutshell. It's not going to be the full experience, obviously, but it's a great way to kind of see what that's like and kind of take the time to kind of work through that. So this year is going to be all online, just like last year, and we're going to be using pretty much the same structures we did before. Our communications will all be through our Discord channel, and this will be through the GDEX Discord. So if you actually signed up with GDEX last year, you'll be able to sign up there, or you'll be able to sign up the same way as you did last year. And then when we're posting our games up online for us to review, it's going to be through Itch.io. So if you want to pre-register, all you have to do is go to thegdex.com/gamejam, and then there's this pre-register notice. This is live now, so if you want to join the jam, you can feel free to do so. And it's got all your information that you need right here. So what's also kind of cool about this event is because we're doing this before GDEX, what we've done last year, and I thought was a really great experience for everyone to kind of see all their work be reviewed, is we are bringing back the judging session. We are working to get peer reviewers and maybe some speakers, although we might maybe just do one this year instead of like a couple, and then also some judgers, professional game developer professionals that are judgers. And what we're going to be doing after the event ends and your game is submitted, the judging begins that Monday. So Monday through Thursday, just like what we did last year, we'll have a chance. Everybody that's a participant will be able to judge each other's games on Itch.io, which is this website right here. And I'll post that in there. And then we'll also have on the back end some game developer professionals judging these as well. Then we'll take the accumulation of all those different scores, and we'll be working to get the final score, which will announce the winner, just like we did last year at the GDEX Game Expo. So that was kind of the cool thing last year. We did like kind of a collaboration stream of all the different videos of everybody's games at the end of it, and then created a final video and then the announcement of who the winner was. We always do like an award ceremony at GDEX. It's usually on a Saturday, so we'll let you know as soon as that is official. And what that'll mean is, we'll get you kind of a neat prize there, or at least like a recognition. So that's to be determined. But we'll let you all know as soon as possible. At the very least, it'll be kind of a fun thing. There's no winners, losers. I think anybody participating, obviously, in any game jam that we do, everybody is, a winner in some instances, just being able to be a part of this, because it is a really fun and engaging experience. So yeah, so all your information is here. If you need more information about the website, obviously it's here again. Our Discord channel for GDEX is in here, which that'll actually land you into the README channel of the Game Jam. So we'll start working in with that. Um, and then
And
if you could
Jamio
just
will be back.
Yes, so we are working on that, and Tom's been working, our programmer for the Jamio bot for Discord. He's been working on this bot since like the beginning of this year. So there's a couple things that we need to tidy up, but our goal is to have Jamio again because that was really useful last year, to do a couple different things, whether that's getting your teams organized. It's kind of like a send message in Discord and get feedback from Jamio to like coordinate things, whether it's setting up a channel, setting up, what your skill set is. So if you're an artist or a programmer or a designer, which is usually kind of the three categories we put people in. And then also like coordinate things like, hey, let's do announcements, or hey, you want to talk to admins or you want to talk to your team. So what will happen is once you're in Discord, on just to kind of give you guys a little bit of a sneak peek of what the event will look like on Friday, September. That says 18th. That should be 17th. That's my bad. So on the 17th, so ignore that. September 17th, at 6 p.m., we will do an announcement of our theme, which will be kind of what you'll loosely guide your game on. It doesn't have to be exact, but it's just kind of a way to kind of not start from the, a white piece of paper, so to speak, and just kind of work on
Constraints
that.
are always good for creativity.
Yes. Yeah.
So having a direction is better than a blank page.
Right. Yep. Exactly. So we'll do an announcement for that. We'll do our opening ceremonies on YouTube through our GDEX YouTube channel, just like we did last year. And then at 7, that's when we'll start coordinating all the teams and have everybody start working together on what their game will be like. And so we'll separate people off into teams. Usually we want to get about 3 to 7 people in a team, although we will kind of leave that up to everybody else, to your discretion. If you want to set up your team before then, that's perfectly fine. Just let us know the day of, and we'll help you get you coordinated in Discord. If you want to go solo, you're more than welcome to. So this is one of those more rare jams that if you want to do your own game, that's fine. We're just here to support. We're trying to make this as easy, laid back as possible, while still being able to kind of provide resources as you need to. So mainly that'll be mostly Tom and I throughout the week. Periodically, we'll be checking in with you guys and seeing how things are going. Like I said, we're going to have peer reviewers throughout the jam. We'll announce when those are occurring, just so that you guys get like kind of like a thermometer check, like, hey, how's my game doing? And then you will get a couple hours either to talk in the Discord channel with other different jammers, just say, hey, my thoughts are this, and to get to talk to like game professionals. Like, we had like, I remember Darius came by, and I think George was in the chat now. I think you came by last year. I know, George, you've been in a couple sessions. So if you're interested, in being a peer reviewer, let me know. We're looking for folks with game developer experience, especially, so they can provide like critical feedback for games in progress. And then if you're interested in being a judger this year, I know last year was a bit more challenging just because we had such a robust, which was very informative for our jammers, a robust judging system. This year, more or less just for the sake of sanity, we're going to make much more simpler. And what that'll mean is that we'll just kind of be working with everybody to provide feedback and get them, in-person feedback on how their game is. And then, as always, we're always happy to kind of review feedback throughout the year with COG and whatnot. So if you guys have games that you want to continue after this, we're more than happy to provide feedback. Um, but if you're interested in being either a peer reviewer um, that checks on the games that our jammers are working on periodically throughout the event, I think I have like set up in the evenings 3 times throughout the 9-day event, or be a judger for the event, which starting on that Monday through Thursday, and any time in between, if you want to actually be part of the event, obviously you can. Um, we'll be talking with you periodically throughout that, getting some feedback on the games and seeing if you're interested in like just kind of giving some review through like a Google forum and just providing feedback for games and picking some of your top. I think we do like a top 5 and then narrow it down to the top 1 is usually what we do. And it just depends on how many games we get in itch.io. So if you're interested in being a peer reviewer or a judger, let me know. I definitely want to get as many as we can. The more the merrier, and get a lot of really cool feedback there. So cool. I think that's about it for GDEX. Were there any questions that anybody had about that this year? Yeah, it did look like George did help last year. That's right. Yeah, it was chaos last year, but it was a lot of fun. We actually
It
got a
was the
couple.
first time, so
Yeah,
hopefully the everything will everything will go smoothly and like clockwork this time, Wes.
yeah. Well, even we,
It'll be perfect.
but well, no, that was Global Game Jam. I was gonna say
Well,
that was a
this
different
year,
one.
especially with the judging process, we're gonna have a little bit more of a buffer between the the jam and GDEX for judging, whereas last time it was like I think we only had like a day, or like a couple days or something.
Yeah.
Very intensive judging process. So I appreciate it. Having
Yes.
more time.
And to
And I'm sure
shield.
that will produce better feedback for everyone participating as well.
Right. Yeah. I think it was. We did have the Monday through Thursday before the event last year, but I think the problem was a lot of the judges also happened to be uh, moderators of the GDEX show, which at the time was our first time doing a online event, so it required a lot of time from them. So we didn't get a lot of feedback until almost the Thursday and Friday prior to GDEX. So that was kind of one of those things. This year, I mean, we're doing the same thing we've done in person for most of our GDEXs. So hopefully that's not that big of an issue. Again, we're also looking for people who are also uh, game developer professionals that also aren't GDEX coordinated as well. But if you are, you're like more than happy to. But with that being said, Monday through Thursday, that's a lot of time, and we're working to do a much simpler judging process. So that shouldn't really take as long as it did last year. And that was another thing. So it was a lot of things kind of just thinking through. But yes, the Jamio bot is coming back to Discord. We're working with Tom right now. We're doing some testing phases just to ensure everything is okay. And it was a really helpful to have it last year. We're working to have it again this year, and it'll be a great event because we'll also be working to fine tune that bot because we know that it's been very useful for everybody there. So yes, good question. Um, but yeah, should be a lot of fun. And looking forward to seeing everybody's games and seeing how things go. And yeah, we'll keep everybody posted. So let me see. There's nothing on the website I need to know
I'm
here.
super excited. It's always
Yeah.
inspiring to see what people come together with.
Yes.
If I have
Yes.
one piece of advice for anyone doing the jam is limit your scope and try to do one thing really well. That's usually the that what produces the best games, and somebody is a team that just focuses on a singular idea and executes that idea to the best of their ability. So
Yep. Yep. So I think that's what we got for today. Yes, Tom A. Allenbog is the Discord. Yep, he's the Discord programmer for Jamio. Yep. So Tom is in our COG channel, but he will also be in our GDEX channel, which most of it will be focused in there. Obviously, I will need to kind of figure out what they're doing with the Discord channel this year, since everything is on site for GDEX, but the game developer or the game GDEX Game Jam, excuse me, is going to be all on Discord using the same GDEX Discord as last year. And let me see, did I put that? Let me see if I can get that in there real quick. Copy. Cool. So GDEX Game Jam Discord. Link. Cool. All right. So we talked about COG announcements and we talked about GDEX announcements. Let me see if I'm missing anything. I talked about volunteers, so if you guys are interested in volunteering at GDEX, let us know. And just so you know, I know the environment is kind of, a little bit up and down. I know that we're doing partial online, partial in person. We're just doing what we think, best supports the community, what we can do the best of. If you ever have any questions or concerns, we're always an open book. I know a lot of you've kind of come to us and talked to us online or in person. We're here to talk, so we're always happy to kind of give thoughts about things. And then if you have any ideas as well, events that you want to showcase, or just different events that you see that you want to maybe talk about too. I know some folks were talking about doing some um, online education series or something like that. We're here to promote you as best we can. If you got like a game that you want to promote, we're here to promote you best we can. So we've got multiple different networks that we can showcase to, and just kind of basically funnel information around. So let us know, and we're happy to kind of chat more. But in the meantime, I think, unless we have any other questions about different events coming up, or anything kind of coming down the pipeline, I think that'll kind of taper off for the show today. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to tidy up this streamed event, jump into the Discord channel, and if you guys would like to talk to us in person or other people in person as well, we'd be happy to kind of showcase that. So yes, I forgot. There's another one coming up. See, I'm telling you, September is really jam-packed. Torg is also coming September 25th on Saturday. So let me see if I can TORG Gaming Expo. Yep. Yeah, so this one should be a lot of fun too. And Korgs
Oh,
will be on
and
October
Korgs.
23rd.
Yep.
Yeah, that'll be next month. We'll definitely showcase that next month. But yeah, some really good stuff coming through. I've got, yeah, there's
Well,
other
actually,
game.
we won't showcase it next month because we won't be having the GameDev Meetup for September. So, uh, good
Well, I
call out
mean,
for now.
yeah, I'll call
Right,
it
we'll
out
post on
specifically.
Facebook and
Yeah,
an event channel. Yeah, absolutely.
but definitely go to Korg. They've been a pretty fun expo to go to. They're for more like retro gaming, or am I getting it mixed
They're
up?
for retro gaming,
Yes.
but they've always been open to anybody.
Yep. But they also do toys, video games, tabletops, comics, all kinds of good stuff. And I've always had a lot of really good feedback on that on just how the game's going. It's actually at the Orange Point Drive. It's the Lewis Center. Super kick, skill, speed, strength. I guess I'm not sure where it is this year. I know they usually go at like a hotel or something like that. Oh, Super Kick Columbus. Yeah, so it looks like kind of like a sports arena hall. So yeah, definitely check them out. Should be a lot of fun. I think it's like a one-day event, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. There's always usually like doorbuster stuff. So definitely check them out. Should be a lot of fun there too. Yeah, thanks for telling me about that. I totally forgot about that as well. So cool. And we have more stuff. We'll be announcing them as we can. And if you always have anything else, let us know. We'll more than happy to spread the good news, so to speak. So cool. All right. So anything else? Did I miss anything? Nope. Okay. All right. Well, if I did, let us know. We'll make sure to post. And then if nothing else, we'll catch you guys hopefully next month during GDEX and some other COG events. And then if you're stopping by, definitely check out our Discord channel. And you did post that, right?
Yeah,
Somewhere?
that's way back at the
Oh yeah,
beginning,
yeah.
but yes,
Check
it
us
was
up
posted.
there.
I can post again if we need it. You can always check us out at thecog.com.
hmm
I'll
And
post here as well.
And then, yeah, if nothing else, we'll chat for a little bit, hang out for a bit, maybe play some games, and we'll be around
Yeah,
till about 4
over on Discord.
over on
Yep.
Discord. And if nothing else, we'll make sure to keep everybody posted on things, and you guys have a great rest of your weekend. Thanks for coming out, thanks for supporting us, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye everyone. Cheers.
All right, talk to you later.